Hello everyone, my name is Shafwan and welcome back to another episode of Trails in the Sky, the third. We are still in hell, but we have reached the endpoint, hopefully, and I am ready now after doing some farming and few level ups, so we can be ready against the boss ahead of us. Hopefully, we can win this in one try. Let's go. Oh, we are at the exit. It's not going to be easy. The gates of Gehenna. Those gates are distorted but steadfast, serving to keep the living and the dead apart. Yeah, they've been accurately realized for sure. Too bad the testaments don't give us any clues as to how the two of us can force them open. Haha, nor do you have any chance of doing so. Who is this voice? Who was that? About time. Ravina? Oh, wise man, finally you have arrived! A pleasure to see you again, Captain Graham. I never thought we'll have the pleasure of meeting face to face again. Certainly not in a place spectacular with so many delightful peculiarities. I figured you might show up eventually. Yep, me too. With the space being full of people I've killed, you rearing your ugly head was always a given. Who is he? He's the biggest sinner the church has ever been unfortunate enough to have in their ranks. The bishop of the congregation for the sacraments who went on to become an Angus in Ouroboros. George Wiseman, the demon I put an end to half a year ago. That's him! Huh, not discerning your identity was truly my most careless blunder. I never suspected that the priest before me would be the one to inherit the long vacant position of the Fifth Dominion. Life is full of its surprises, doesn't it? Well, that was the point. Me being a Dominion was deliberately kept secret so that I could serve as one of the congregation trumps card. Of course, the truth out in the open now, but it's a fair enough price to pay if it means you're dead. Haha, the congregation always were a cunning bunch. They created such an elaborate scheme just to take out the poor little me. Was the plan conceived shortly after your stigma first manifested? Huh. No, I'm sure it was. And after that, it was merely biding your time till you could make your move. With the Dominion, the South failed, and a carefully designed game plan on their side, the odds of me escaping with my life were woefully slim indeed. You're right about how cunning they are. In that sense, you're probably just as right when you called me damn dog. I was fine with being that way too. Huh, how respectable of you. I must admit, I am astounded. I had carried out plenty of my own research on stigmas and their capabilities, but I had no idea a genuine article was capable of quite this much. What are you talking about? Haha, I suspect that deep down, you already know the answer, but it is my deepest pleasure to elaborate. The Gehenna, in which we stand in reflection of your latent desires that you already know, but more specifically, the cause of this is your stigma. Huh? What do you mean? After the Aureal disappearance, Phantasma was thrown into a state of great confusion. After all, Phantasma was the Aureal subsystem. Without the Aureal to control it, it was like a ship whose captain had suddenly vanished, lost. To calm its own confusion, Phantasma sought a new master who could take the place of the Aureal and control it. Specifically, it chose the person with the deepest trauma from among those close to the Aureal when it vanished. Its decision made, it found the stigma that exists deep within you and met the copy within itself. The stigma then manifested your latent desire, Gehenna, here in Phantasma. Haha, and that is how both this and the Lord of Phantasma came into existence. Kevin. Well, I suppose that's enough exposition for now. And now that we are clear of all confusion, I have a proposition for you. One that will allow you to resolve all of this without a single loss of life. A tantalizing prospect, no. You can do that. Really? It's quite simple. You need only to cast away your humanity, nothing more. Your stigma rose from the ashes of immense despair and guilt. What better way to deal with the situation than to become a being that is not burdened by such worthless emotions? To become a truly self-supporting superhuman capable of controlling every facet of themselves. You're insane. That's no way for people to live. Yet that is the goal I obsessively pursued in both life and death alike. My research into stigmas was but one of part of my efforts to achieve it. My efforts which Joshua may not have borne fruit, but you are so very close to reaching it. And once you become a superhuman, you will be able to fully control your own stigma and emerge as a new Lord of Phantasma. Silence, Faceless! Stop trying to deceive him with that forked tongue of yours! Please, I am doing no such thing. I only presented a modest proposal at best. Not one word I've said is a lie. I swear it. You could agree that I may feel resentment towards him for being instrumental in my death, but at this point, that matters little to me. Everything pales in significance to seeing my long-cherished ambition realized. I abandoned the church teaching and joined Ouroboros in pursuit of creating a superhuman, and now, I finally can. You're insane. It's alright, Rhys. You don't need to keep defending me. Kevin! Haha, I'm glad that you understand me. I always knew you would see sense in the end. It's hard to disagree with the fact that I need to be stronger than I am. It was my weakness and my cowardice that led to taking Rufina's life with my own hands. It was my weakness and my cowardice that led to rejecting Mom and allowing her to die. And now, it's the same two qualities that have led to Rhys and the others getting drowned into this mess to suffer. All of those things are on me. All of them. But, you are absolutely right. But there's no need to despair any longer. You have it in you to overcome such a weakness. Follow the path I've opened to you, and they will be the thing of the past, a mere memory. That's one option, sure, a good one too. But sorry, that's not the one I'm gonna be picking. Man, I'm even more of a loser than I figured. Even now, I just can't bring myself to forget the taste of the chocolate I had that day. What? When Rufina Rhys found me, I was crushed beyond measure. I thought I'll never be able to stand up against and overcome the despair I felt. That's why that bitter yet sweet taste left such a strong impression on me. That's why it gave me the strength to move forward, even knowing how many hardships awaited. Because for every hardship, there'll be just as much joy waiting for me. Kevin. So, sorry Faceless. Those things ain't gonna work out between us. Huh, very well. I'm not about to force you to change your mind. But let's see how far such a pathetic sentimentality will take you when your lives are placed in mortal peril, shall we? Oh wow, that's a large circle. Yo. Well, I think we are going to get fucked so bad. No. A starter and restroom. We have to face both qualities of Gehenna's gears at once for this run, huh? You may be a Dominion, but surely even you realize you don't stand a chance of winning here. Not when you have to worry about that girl with you. Well, having any second thoughts? Don't you dare listen to him, Kevin. I'll be fine. Don't let worrying about me stop you doing what's right. Well, you're right about our chance of winning. Two high-ranking devils and you against just the two of us. Things aren't looking so hot. At least, that was before I knew I'm not the man I once was. What? Yo, what is this? Second form? Yo, is this upgraded version of Kevin? Oh, Spear of Ur! This is a special element attack that hits all foes on the field and is especially effective versus devils. Yo, that's amazing! Yes. That's make it far easier. Wow. Impossible! What is that? This is the other side of my stigma. It's light side. It's been there all along. I was just never able to see it until now. Well, because you never fight the freaking devils to use it against. How can this be? Seems like I owe you a word of thanks, Faceless. Turning down that deal you threw out has finally allowed me to gain a little confidence in myself. As a token of my appreciation, you can be the first one to see what I can do. As its victim. I always knew you were nothing more than a dog. Fine, have it your way. Let's see how much of a difference a change of color really makes against such overwhelming odds. I welcome you to try! Alright. I'm gonna use Zodiac first to increase our strength and defense. First gonna use Clock Apex to herself. Now it's Kevin's turn. He is new Icecraft for the first time. The Spear of Earth. Let's do it. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! That's amazing. That is really amazing. Ha! Miss! Thank God. What is this? Oh my goodness, that was strong. Kevin, I need you to use Light Arrow to heal. We're just gonna use that Scream. Ah, damn you! Got freaking Artguard. I'm gonna use her Icecraft then. This fight is going to be so fun, because we get Wise Man, we get the Devils, and we get a new Icecraft from Kevin. Ah, this is exciting. Oh, such a strong hit. Hey yo, it moved. Should I use Silent Cross? I think I'm gonna use Silent Cross to cancel that art. No, the guard! God, so annoying. I don't know what to do with the guard. Frick. I need to protect Kevin. No, Riz cannot reach Kevin. God damn it. Well, Riz, I guess you just need to heal yourself. Another dimension. Oh. What is this? Oh no. Why do you have to do this to us? Alright, at least Kevin has been fully healed. I don't know what to do here. The art quad's still freaking on, so I cannot do much. I'm gonna use a crest, just to raise the art defense. Oh, that was a good choice. Strength up, damn. Alright Kevin, let's try to hit it once. Go, 1000, not bad. Race cannot reach them, unfortunately. Oh, that hit hard. We're just gonna hit once. Like that, that is good. Ah, it moved. Wow. Oh. Alright, Kevin. It's time for your another S-craft. Please defeat the devils. Please, take down the devils first. Oh, we done one. That's good. Lucky. Hey, they no longer have the art guard. Sweet! Now we can go all out attack. Yes! Take that! Kevin, you do the same. Wait, actually no, Kevin, you're going to heal yourself first. Good. That's fine. Honestly, just one S-craft from Breeze is enough to take those two down. So close there. We're just gonna finish that demon. I mean, Phil. There we go. Be gone, devil. And only you now, wise man. Let's finish you off. One. Wow, that is so weak. Oh wow, wrist. I guess physical attack can deal a lot of damage to wise man compared to art. That's fine. I need to save the craft points in case there's another boss. You never know. Right, done. Good job, Riz. Good job, both of you.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
Alright, thank you for the save it. Tiger Heart. Crimson Eye. That is good drop. Huh, well done. But as long as Phantasma exists, I will never die. I will always be watching you from here, Kevin Graham. Watching you to see just how long you can continue to desperately play tough before accepting the reality around you. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Haha, desperately play tough, huh? I wish I could disagree. What do you mean? Oh. Kevin! How are you? Are you alright? I'm fine. I think I just overdid it some again. I'll be okay though. I won't flop over like I did last time I pulled this. Not after I've made up my mind to finally face Rufina head on. Haha, good. Haha, still, we might have beaten them, but we are not really in the best position here, are we? How are we even supposed to get that door open? I don't think we're enough to get it to budge. Yeah, but we've come this far. We can't just give up. I think we're going to have to destroy it. So you mean, we need to force our way? Finally, your suggestion sounds very good this time. Let's go use the brute force then. As usual, you mind if we at least try something else before resorting to rampant destruction? Besides, I think this gets the most important defining structure down here. What makes this a replica of Gehenna more than anything? You never know, Kevin. You never know. We shall try brute force. I can see it being very easy to destroy. Hey! Who? That sounds like... Is this a joke? Gilbert! What? What? I've never been so happy to see someone in my life. And once again, you go out of your way to defy logic. We found you in some weird-ass places, but this one has gotta be the weirdest of them all. How did you even get down here? This person is more than a little suspicious. You're not working with a lot of phantasma, are you? The lot of what? No, forget it. We don't have time to chit-chat. We need to run, now, or we are done for. Huh? What? What's that? Roaring, and the sound of flapping wings. A lot of them. Oh bloody hell. Ah! Don't tell me we have to fight them. Right after Wise Men. Are those devils? They're not as high ranking as the two we just beat, but they're not such either. How are we supposed to take this many at once? Do something! This is your responsibility! I don't want to die! Not here! Come on, Gilbert. You have a fighting experience, right? Fight with us. Anything we do? I sure don't. Damn it. I used too much of my stigmas power. I've gotta at least try and give this to an opening to get away. But how? It's just when the squad comes. Stay back! Stay back! Kevin! I don't think I've got much of a choice here. Oh, it's happening! Yeah! Run now! Oh wait, no, they come! Kevin! Reese! Are you okay? Thank goodness we made it. What is this place? Hell? Oh my, this looks like 101 replica of Gehenna. My compliments to the designer. Nice to see you two hanging there. I can see we are in for a fun time. Why the heck is Gilbert with you? You guys. Why? After you fell down here, Sales was gracious enough to search for your location. And thanks to you having the cube with you, we were able to find it. She finished connecting a path to here only moments ago. The star will take you back after the garden. Really? We appreciate it. I can't believe my luck. Yeah, I just cannot believe your luck. We always save you whenever you are in need, and now your luck save us when we need it. Anyway, the talking can wait until later. We charge in and try and force an opening in their ranks. You take the chance to break through and get through the gate. Hurry! Thanks! Surely thank you. Then shall we begin? A most thrilling dance with the devils awaits. Righteousness shall be victorious. Fall before the blade of a fender. Let's do this! Right! Yeah! War, baby! This is a proper war now. That's amazing. Chapter 7, The Distant Flames. And wow, that was quick. I didn't expect that it will end that fast. That's about the long and short of it. In other words, all of this, everything that's happened, is my fault. All of you are victims who had the misfortune of knowing me and getting dragged into this. No apologies are enough, but I'm so sorry for what you've been put through. I'm not following. Why? I heard all you say it, but I don't think you've got any reason to be that sorry. Come again, Estelle? Based on what we've learned, Phantasma choosing a new master was an inevitability, and something that I've done whether you were there or not. As such, after it lost the Aureole, something like this would have happened no matter the circumstance. I agree. Phantasma would simply have chosen someone else and created a different world as a result of the trauma that lay within. The thought that you might have been chosen is nothing short of terrifying too. Everything that has happened to us in here so far is nothing compared to what we would have endured had that come to pass. Oh, Mueller, your words are like the sweetest kiss turned frozen upon parting. Do you have that little faith in me, your one and only? Perhaps everyone here would have been drowned into the most ravenous feast the world has ever seen, but nothing more than that. Never change, Oliver. I'm scared. I'm just disgusted. You're a special degree of creep, you know that. I'm not part of any fist that comes from out of your brain. We are not having an orgy here. Coming out of this one. I can't help but feel you guys are kinda missing the point. Well, don't take this as me trying to defend you or anything, but in a sense, it might have been a good thing you were chosen over anyone else. How do you figure? I'm lost as well. Your sex must obviously very powerful, and is capable of exerting a lot of control over things. Enough so that Phantasma as it is now exists in a state of order. But what if it had chosen someone else? Would the world have been able to maintain order then? Very good thinking there, Ren. It's possible that Phantasma would have been unable to contain the chaos that ensued and gone out of control under someone else. Is what you're essentially getting at, right? I knew you understand, Yeshua. If that had happened, a whole lot more people might have been caught up in this. Not that I've got a problem with the loss of guests at a tea party. The more, the merrier. Come on, Ren. I think you're the only one who'll be having fun. She's right. I don't think you've got any reason to beat yourself up over this. We're all very different people from different walks of life. But right now, we're all here, sharing a common destiny. Yeah, in a time like this, we've gotta help each other out, right? Besides, this best relates to the Aureole, which is Rebel's problem. From my perspective, you're a victim. I couldn't agree more. As such, Kevin, we would appreciate you continuing to lead us as you have done for so far. It's time to truly bring an end to what was started half a years ago. What can I even say? Haha. First I'm stupid, then Riz pulls off the dumbest things I've ever seen, and now you guys. This must be the biggest group of idiots in all of Zemuria. I swear, you won't find a more gullible, naive bunch anywhere on the continent. I was having to use each and every one of you for my own devices right to the very end. So how can you be so... It's alright, Kevin. Kevin. Sometimes, you just have to know when to give in. And you're at that point right now. Your luck ran up the second you got stuck with us. Got stuck with you mean? Spending too much time with this pushy, middling do-gooders who don't know when to quit like you is bad for anyone. You wanna say that again? Haha. Well, all of those things describe you to a T. That much is true. They certainly do. I think they are your good points though. Yeah, so do I. I think I still rubbed off on all of us at this point, and that's not a bad thing. Thanks, guys? Group of idiots is right. We're smack dab in the middle of a shitty situation right here, but you will know it by looking at us. With a thing this spectacular, what do we have to fear? There's a chance we could even overthrow the Erebonian government if we put our minds to it. I mean, you got the all-stars in here, so yes, you can overthrow a government if you want. Need I remind you that that's not something an Erebonian prince would just be saying out loud. Haha, alright, I know in a bit. We are in this, together. And this time, I actually mean that. Got it! We're happy to have you with us. Anyway, at least now, we know exactly what we need to do. We need to defeat Rovina, the Lord of Phantasma. There's no getting around that. Unfortunately not. Indeed. With that said, just where is she? You didn't encounter her in Gehenna, did you? She disappeared right after the two of you fell down there. That's a good question. I think it's safe to say she wasn't down in Gehenna with us. If she had been, she would have shown herself at some point. Yeah. But then where is she? I believe I can answer that. You have found her location then? Celeste! Didn't realize you were here. I can't thank you enough for saving our hides earlier. Surely, other people have been able to get out unharmed if not for your assistance. We are but grateful beyond words. Haha, I was more than happy to help. All of us here are in the same predicament, myself included. You can even think of me as another one of your companions if you like. Huh, naturally. What kind of answer are you thinking you can give? Ah, yes. It took some time, but I was able to ascertain her current location. What? Really? Is that what you've been working on all this time? Yes, it is. During my investigation of the 7th plane, I was able to get an understanding of the layout and contents of Phantasma as a whole. I also discovered that the Lord of Phantasma isn't in any of the planes. Rather, she's outside of them. Phantasma consists of more than just the planes. Oh, what's it like outside of them? Think of the planes you've been exploring like a giant, multi-layered structure in the center of the Phantasma. They are all you have known of until this point, but this world consists of more than them. That said, the rest of Phantasma is just a vast, barren wasteland at this point, abandoned and devoid of life. Hard to picture without seeing it for myself. Do you know where in this big abandoned wasteland she is? Because if it's that vast, just knowing she's there probably isn't gonna help us much. I have a relatively good idea where in it she is, thankfully. Although that doesn't solve the core problem. I fear that the word vast doesn't do the scale of the wasteland itself justice. I believe it's roughly the size of the continent where you live. Wow, that's very large. It's the size of Zemuria? That is going to be a possible problem. Crossing an area that massive on foot will take months, maybe even longer. Do we not have any other means of transport that we could use? I'm not sure my power would be of any use to you here. I can't place monuments too far from this garden, for one thing. Even if we did commit ourselves to trekking across the whole thing on foot, without the cube's power, we couldn't come back and resupply. Trying to take several months worth of food hardly seems realistic. Well, this is a tough one. I can only think of waiting for her to come to us. What's up with you, short stuff? Got something on your mind? Well, I was just thinking. Why not use our sail? Ah, right, we have our sail. Oh my god, I have forgot about that. We got it in the first plane, I think. What? The replica we encountered in the first plane? Yeah, this world is supposed to react to the desires of people in it, right? So while that our sail might not be the real one, it looks just like it. Everyone here is pretty familiar with the real things and how it looks, so it seems like a ship we could all picture flying easily. Maybe if we all wish for it to fly together, it might actually happen. Good idea. So we just need to wish it to work, and then it will go live, like Father Mother does. Sorry. I'm being silly, aren't I? I don't know what's getting into me. This is something an engineer should be saying. I don't think you're silly at all, did I? In fact, I think it's a fantastic idea. You do? It just seems like the easiest of things to imagine. The easier it is to have it realized in Phantasma. And both you and Julia are familiar with the exact structure of the Arsail, while most of us here have seen and been on board with it. That's what actually worked. There's clearly no rule saying airship can exist here either, given that we have already been on the Black Ark. Well, Celeste, do you think it will work? The Arsail was the ship you used to board the Liber Ark, I believe. Then if I were to fit the image of it flying then back into the system, I think this may actually be possible. If all of you are on board, the White Wings will take it to the skies once more. We can really make this happen? I can't believe it! Haha, well done, Nita. Totally, you really outdid yourself this time. Well, wait a second. The Sassoon might able to make the bobcat fly? There's a copy of that here too. Yeah, yeah. In the freaking, what is it? The fifth planet thing? The Grand Soul? Oh, you're right. How many of you are familiar with that? Crap, forgot about that. I think Seth and I are the only ones who have actually flown in it. Sarah, Olivia, and I have technically been in it, but that was just a stowaways. Yeah, that was back when we were investigating that airship hijacking. Huh, what a fun memory that adventure made now that I look back. I'm not sure what the odds of success would be, then. That's a rather small number of people. I think it would be wise to focus on trying to revive the Arsenal first. Okay. Still, this sounds like a much better plan than trying to walk there on foot. We should prepare for departure at once, then make our way to the Arsail. Don't get out of it twice. We'll have a lot in store for us if we are able to make this work. However, I just warn you all of one thing. Once you have flown the Arsail to the area where the Lord of Phantasm awaits, that will be it. You'll be unable to return to this garden ever again. Just be mindful of that. Alright, so I need to prepare ourselves fully before continue progressing the story for good. Permanently. Never. Not even once. Because we won't be able to use the cube's warp functionality anymore. Correct. Using it to warp is only possible when you are within a certain range of the garden. Go outside of that, and it is no longer possible. So before you depart, I would ask that you make absolutely sure you have everything you need and are ready for whatever you may find there. Good to know. It wouldn't hurt to do some extra training, then. I don't know if we are gonna have to play our part in the things to come. Yeah, you're right. Talk about being permanently unable to teleport back here. I guess I'm gonna have to finish all the doors. I'll mind getting in some exercise myself. Wouldn't want to end up being the one to drag the group down. This will be our last opportunity to open the doors scattered throughout the plains and take everything we find too. Yep. It's probably best I step down as a leader for the time being then. If you're just a door hunting or you're trying to get some extra practice in, I'll only get in the way. If anyone else wants to learn how to use the cube or fill out my notebook, I'll be happy to teach you. Just let me know. Let's just be sure that when the time comes, we'll have no regrets. Right. Chapter 8. The Future We Dream Of. This is the last chapter. I thought Chapter 7 was the last one, but no. Chapter 8 was the last final chapter. Sorry if you are sick of me saying the last chapter for the last previous 3 episodes now. And I think it's a good idea for me to level up all of them too. So I'm gonna grind a lot in the meantime while doing the bonus episode too. And yeah, well, that means I have to end this episode here, everyone. My name is Audita and I will see you guys later in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed and see you guys later in the next bonus episode. Because we still got like 2 more doors. I don't know how to unlock the star door 15, but I hope I can find the way how to unlock it as I go farm. Anyway, that's all about it. See you guys later in the next bonus episode. Have a nice day. See ya and goodbye.